Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we are doing the part 2 of the earlier video today, where we're talking all about artifacts and explaining why they're so valuable and why you want to be farming for them through timeline survival, which is what the earlier video today was about. So if you don't know about timeline survival, if you don't know how to farm that game mode as effectively and as fast as possible, you want to go check out that previous video from today with Dr. Strange on the title, because today we're going to be focusing on the sort of the result, right? So you spend all that time farming timeline survival, you get all these artifacts. Now what do you do with all of these artifacts? That's what today's video is going to break down for you. I'm going to show you how to obtain artifacts. I'm going to show you what to do with the vast majority of them and why it's not a huge inventory clog like a lot of people think. And then I'm going to be discussing why you should or should not really focus on artifacts. I think it's something that you should be focusing on anyways, not like singularly focused on, but it's something that you should add to your daily farming routine, because it's just going to pay you massive dividends in the future when stronger artifacts or artifacts for characters you like more get added. So artifacts are basically right here in the character menu. It's a brand new way to customize your characters. Although the customization is pretty narrow, it does add an extra layer for your character via an exclusive passive effect. That is the big deal with artifacts. You're basically allowed to, once you get the artifact that corresponds to the character, you're allowed to give that character a brand new passive effect that can have massive results on their survivability, their damage, etc. And as it stands right now, we have 11, I believe we have 11 artifacts in the game for 11 different characters. You can see I have 3 here, one for Wolverine, one for Crescent, and one for Shang-Chi. And like I said, even if artifacts don't seem very exciting to you right now, even if all of the existing exclusive artifacts are not for characters that you particularly enjoy, you should still be paying attention to the system and engaging with it, because there will come a time. Let's say your favorite character is Emma Frost. Or let's say your favorite character is MODOK. There will come a time when one of those characters will get their artifact, and then you're going to want to have as much converted essence, celestial essence, as possible to get that artifact, because you're not going to know. Some of the artifacts could have weaker abilities, weaker passive effects, but some of them can have really powerful passive effects. So let's take a look here at 3 of these exclusive artifacts and their passive effects. So Wolverine's passive here, it gives him the null immunity, the null immortality for 4 seconds. He cannot drop below 1 HP, and then after that he's going to heal. And that's actually that effect, whatever effect you see, it's the lowest possible at 3 stars, and then it's the highest possible at 4 stars. So this Crescent one is going to give only Crescent, increase her damage dealt to villains, and increase her damage dealt to heroes. So this is a very powerful, flexible artifact for Crescent, because it increases her damage in things like ABX and World Boss Legend, but it also increases her damage in PvP and Alliance Conquest. Very interesting stuff there. And then let's take a look at Shang-Chi's artifact. We've got here Ignore Dodge, and then an additional increase to his attack. So this is just a really good utility artifact that's going to increase his Ignore Dodge, which makes him better against certain bosses and certain content, dispatch, stuff like that, and it's going to increase his basic attack. So you can see here that these artifacts are not all the same. They're all quite unique, which is what I like about them, but in the sense that they're unique, they're only applicable to the one character. So just to make it clear here, if I go ahead to Doctor Strange and I equip Wolverine's artifact, it's not going to give him this effect. It will only give the effect when it is equipped to Wolverine. You can see activation requirement Wolverine. Now, besides these exclusive artifacts, you will also find or encounter 3, 2, and 1-star artifacts like these ones here that are generic. These are generic artifacts, and they just have a bronze, silver, or gold icon. These artifacts, very simply, you're going to do one thing with them. You're going to dismantle them. That's all you're going to do. You're going to dismantle them for the Celestial Essence. The 3-star ones are going to give you 75 Celestial Essence. The 2-star ones are going to give you 15 Celestial Essence, and the 1-stars are going to give you 5 Celestial Essence. Now, I know you guys are going to panic. You're going to say, Alex, this costs gold to dismantle. This is crazy. It costs 10,000 gold each. Okay. If you're sweating about 10,000 gold, you got other problems, because gold management is not that difficult nowadays with dispatch, passive gold, co-op, and all these other things. If you're really tight for gold, then obviously you shouldn't be engaging with this, but you should probably consider where you're spending your gold, because if you're still dropping 10-20 million gold rolling an ISO set for a single character, you may not be managing your gold properly. So I can't force you to use this system. I can only suggest it to you, but I do recommend that you think long and hard whether before you ditch this system, because there's going to come a day where a really good artifact comes out and you can get them completely for free. I'll show you. And if you don't do this now, then you're not going to have any Celestial Essence saved up, and then you're going to be way behind. Kind of thing. So this is sort of like the beginning like it was at the beginning of the year when I told you guys farm GBR for the crafting cube fragments, right? For the card crafting cubes. Even if you're not going to reforge your car, even if you're not going to craft your cards, just get the cubes. Just get the cubes, spend the energy. And there was people saying, I don't want to spend the energy, Alex. I don't want to spend the boost points. I got better things to do with my boost points. You don't have to take my advice, but I think it's good advice. So one thing you can do to hedge is you could just sell the 1-star artifacts because it is a pretty low amount of celestial essence. I have 500 million gold. I'm never going to use that much gold. Like, it's going to take, you know, I would have to be so irresponsible with my gold to actually spend that much. So I break everything down. I think if you have more than 9, like if you have 9 digits or more worth of gold, you should probably be fine. Like, this is only 160,000 gold. You can get this, you know, this is not even, you know, this is not even 1/10 of what you get in a day, or 1/20th of what you get in a day from co-op, right? So here, just here in just crunching these ones down, I get 260 celestial essence, and this is going to be really important. But this is the first step that you guys need to do. You need to make sure that you're always dismantling these ones. You can dismantle, you know, once a day so that it doesn't clog your inventory. The only artifacts that matter from now till whenever is the ones that are already branded for a character, the ones that already have a character's face on them. And if you want to see all of them, you can go into the store, and you should be doing this anyway, so do this every day. Go over to Dimension Chest and make sure you pick up the free artifact. I already picked mine up for today, but it's going to refresh. Then pick up every single one for gold. Now, yes, this is more gold, right? This is 100,000 for the first pop, and then it goes up. So again, some people will scoff at this and say that it's not worth it, but you have a chance with any of these chests to pop a 3 or a 4-star exclusive artifact, and I think it's well worth the cost, at least for now. Once you've banked up enough celestial essence that you're comfortable, then you can stop. But I think it's better to do it now, especially because the odds are lower, right? As you can see here, there's only 11 different badges multiplied by 2, because there's the 3-star and the 4-star version, and then we have these here. So if this is equally weighted, you have around a 1 in 25 chance to get a single one. As they add more artifacts, they're probably just going to add to this list, right? So the chances of you then getting the one you want are going to shrink as time goes on. So that's why I'm saying you should buy these now. And then even if you're just crunching them down, even if you're just dismantling them for the celestial essence, that's fine, because here's what you're going to use the celestial essence for. Okay, I'm going to show you in a second. First thing we're going to do here is I'm going to open up more chests. We have check-in chests, and we also have some ones that I pulled from story mode. You can farm these from story mode, but I don't recommend doing that. Okay, I've played a lot of story mode lately, looking for the drop rate, the ultimate story mode, and the drop rate is pretty bad. Okay, I'm gonna hide my camera here. So it is here on the available rewards. It is here on all of the missions, but the drop rate is very low. So my advice to you, if you're farming the story mode for the artifact chests, don't. If you're farming the story mode for the fragments, right? If you're farming the story mode to do this, do your thing. But if you really just want the artifacts, then you should be farming the timeline survival, and you should refer to that video. By the way, for the timeline survival, I'm just about finished here. I set this up for you guys. So we're just gonna jump into this mission real quick so I can wrap up my daily run here. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what the daily reward is. And again, why you want to be playing timeline survival at least once per day. Again, all of these 1-star, 2-star, 3-star generic artifacts are going to add up over time. And this game is a game of, you know, slow progression that turns into a mountain once you have enough, right? So you're looking at your world boss runs, and you're thinking, man, I'm getting less than 100 black antimatter per day. I need 10,000. If I want to build up Thanos or Odin. I'm never going to get there. Listen, hundreds of thousands, millions of players have gotten there. It just takes time. You get on that grind, you get your 100 every world boss run, there you go. You get your 500 per day, right? And you slowly compound that. Back in the day when they first dropped Thanos as a playable character, you did not get you got maybe 20 black antimatter per world boss run. So you got maybe 100 per day instead of the 500 that you get nowadays, or close to 500, 400, 500 that you get nowadays. So trust me, if I could do it back then, you could do it now. So I'm going to open these up. You know, I'm not expecting to get much here, but all we're doing is we're just dismantling all the 1, 2, and 3-star artifacts. Okay. And then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to dismantle these. Okay, and you can, someone in the comments can do the math on how much gold I've spent in this video. It's fine, even if it's like a couple million gold, no biggie. And then all we're gonna do, I've saved up celestial essence for you guys to show you in this video. This is the whole point. So this is the entire system, right? You play timeline survival and whatever else that gives you artifacts. you dismantle all, and you buy those daily artifact chests. You dismantle all of the generic ones. You hope to pull some of the branded ones, some of the exclusive ones from the shop. And then if you don't, you're left with a little bit less gold, sure, but you're left with a ton of Celestial Essence. I have farmed almost 1,250 Celestial Essence in the past couple of days, and that's after doing like 4 or 5 pulls on the 10 chest of Celestial Essence when the update first landed on Twitch. So I've farmed up probably close to 2,500 Celestial Essence. So you can actually farm a lot of this, and this is completely free to play. I'm not spending any crystals, I'm not spending any real money, and you get access, you get a chance to get the best artifacts in the game. What am I talking about? So let's take a look here. We've got the free artifact chest, we've got the gold artifact chest, and then we've got the crystal artifact chest. This is where people are gonna panic again. Oh, this is a whale trap, Alex. This is pay to win. This is where the whales are coming. Why would the whales bother? It's 675 crystals, and you can only get the 3 or 4 star version. There's no 5-star version, there's no 6-star version. So even if I go ahead and I do a 10 pull here, and I'll show you guys. Okay, cool, I got arrows, but it's only the 3-star version. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, Alex, but you can combine the 3-star version up to the 6-star version. No, you can't. Unfortunately, that's not part of this system. It's not like obelisks. It's not like ISO, where you can like combine two of the same ones that are 3-star into a 4-star. Maybe they'll add that in the future, I don't know, but they don't have that for now. So I actually pulled this one for arrow, which is cool, but it's the lowest version of it. So if you take a look here, this 4-star version, it gives you, it's the level 2 passive of Healing Wind, which gives me 30% chance to ignore debuffs, and then it gives me 10% basic attack. If I go over to the Celestial Essence chest, this is the 6-star version. Look at this. I have the 3-star, 4-star, which is what you can get for crystals. That's the paid version, but it also gives you access to the 5 and 6-star version. So just farming Timeline Survival for free, spending some of your gold and spending some of your energy, and then dismantling the artifacts, the generic artifacts, gonna cost you a little bit more gold, gives you a chance to pull the best artifacts in the game. So rather than having a 30% chance for debuff removal and 10% attack, if I had pulled the 6-star arrow, the level 4 passive, you can see their Healing Wind level 4, it's now going to give me a 50% chance to ignore all debuffs and 20% basic attack. So it's almost double the chance to ignore debuffs, and it's double the basic attack increase. Yeah. So that's really why I like this system. It is not geared towards whales. It is not geared. I mean, whales are going to have a little bit of an advantage if they just want to slap on a bunch of 3-star artifacts. Because yeah, I can go in here and I can farm 3-star artifacts. I can just press this button here and I can show you guys what the odds look like. Okay, cool. I got some 3-star artifacts. That gives me a little bit of an advantage, but it's not really where the money, it's not really where the power is, right? The difference between a 3-star Wolverine artifact and a 6-star Wolverine artifact is 3 seconds. So instead of being a 4-second immortality, it's 7 seconds. And instead of being a 10% heal, it's a 50% heal. So you actually want to aim for the free one, the one that you get through Celestial Essence. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle these so we can have a few more pulls, and then we're just gonna do a bunch of pulls on the Celestial Essence chest. And this is basically what the sort of the story is, what the strategy is for these artifacts. So you're basically chasing. You're basically saving up your Celestial Essence and then chasing down these rare artifacts that you're looking for a particular character. Now, I do like the system, but it's not without its drawbacks. As we know with Marvel Future Fight, Netmarble loves RNG, so there's always an extra layer of RNG, because even if you pull the right artifact, it may not have the right matching instinct. So I'm not going to get too deep into instinct because instinct doesn't really matter in and of itself, but just know that you want to, ideally, right, like the perfect scenario would be that this Half Moon Mask, instead of having cruelty, right, it has an 80 plus 80 cruelty increase. It would have, I think it's order, which is the matching instinct for Crescent. And you can check every character's matching instinct by just going over to details and going over to instinct. So you can see here her justice instinct is 789, and then cruelty, order, and destruction are 0. So the best case scenario would be to pull a 6-star Crescent artifact that had justice as the increased instinct. In this case, I pulled a 4-star one, which is great, and it's going to give me the passive, but it's going to give me increased cruelty, which I can still take advantage of it, but only at a 50% rate. So instead of increasing my instinct by 80, it's going to increase my instinct by only 40, and that's why. And the instinct is just going to be that blue damage that you deal. Again, it's not going to blow, you know, it's not like instinct damage is the new Pierce, right? Some people think that. It's really not like that. It's like 1/20th of the damage or less. But it's just if you want all the ducks to line up, that's ideally what you're looking for. So it's a little bit more complicated, or there's a little bit more RNG than just pulling the right one. But in my opinion, I don't really care if I get the 6-star one for Wolverine. I'm not really going to worry if the 250 instinct is, is it order, or is it justice, or is it cruelty, or is it trust? I don't really care, right? You're getting these artifacts for the effect. The effect is really going to be the game changer, not that instinct substat damage. There's another random substat that it's going to give you. It's far too confusing to worry about. Obviously, there's some that are better than others, like increasing basic damage to enemies with pure evil, for example, because that's most of the World Boss Legends and World Boss Ultimates. But again, just focus on the most important part, the part that's really going to shift the character, which is the exclusive skill, that exclusive passive, unless it's Luna Snow. Unfortunately, the devs gave Luna Snow the worst passive ever. This is so bad, it's hilarious, and the devs should really rework this one. So if you're a Luna Snow fan, I would save your Celestial Essence and I would not pull on the chest. And I would wait for when they rework her artifact, because it's really, really bad. And of course, like I said, if the character that you like playing isn't featured right now, don't spend your Celestial Essence. Wait to see when other characters get added. Wait to see if they change, like if they have different chests, or if they do chests on a rotation. Like maybe this rotation will be rotation 1, and then rotation 2 will be, who knows, right? Different set of 11 characters. We don't know. But anywho, enough talk. Let's do these pulls here. Okay, nothing here on the first one, no big. Nothing here on the second one, no big. Okay, on the third one we got 2 3s, which is nice. Okay, nothing there. Okay, so we did 5 pulls. We didn't get anything good, but here's the thing, and this is the reason why I like this system. If I was pulling for CTPs and I didn't get any CTPs, or if I was pulling for premium cards and I didn't get any premium cards, not only did I spend my crystals, but I got nothing, right? All I got is I can combine the obelisks, or I can combine the comic cards, and I can do a couple of re-rolls on my existing stuff, right? Like I can have a couple of extra, like I can do this, right? And have a couple of re-rolls. But I lost my crystals, and that's all I get. With this artifact system, it's much better. I don't use crystals, first of all, which is awesome. I just use gold instead of crystals, which is great. I'd much rather use gold than crystals. And then when you don't get anything, you're actually still getting more fodder. Because now I can go back. I know it costs more gold, but now I can go back and look at this. My 5 pulls actually gave me a 6th pull for free. Right? You see what I'm saying? So this is going to take me a second to do, but that's why I really like this system, because it not only rewards you for grinding, but it kind of rewards you like twice over, sort of thing. Like it really does reward you for grinding. I actually have enough for 2. So my 6 pulls actually turned into 8 pulls. And again, I'm just spending a little bit of, like, I'm just spending some gold, right? I'm just spending some gold. So this is a really good system. This is basically what it comes down to. And so you're basically saving up your Celestial Essence, you're dismantling the generic 1 to 3 star artifacts, and then you're hunting for the 3, 4, 5, or 6 star versions of the exclusive artifacts that are going to give that exclusive character an additional passive ability, which is going to boost their attack or their defense or some of their survivability. So we're going to do 2 more here. Okay, nothing there. Okay, so we didn't get it lucky this time, but that's okay, right? It's a long-term farm, and it's a long-term chase item. And the best part is, whales who throw tons of cash at this are not really going to be that far ahead of you, because not only are they going to have to dump their crystals, but they're only at best going to get the 4-star version of the artifact, and really you're hunting for the 5 or 6-star version of the artifact long term. So yeah, that's it for artifacts. That's what you need to do if you want to take advantage of this system. Keep in mind that artifacts are now live, and they do work for PvP. So keep that in mind. They do work for PvP, they do work for PvE. So you will be seeing them in basically all content. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of artifacts. Good luck hunting, and hopefully you pull some better stuff than I did from the Celestial Essence boxes. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.